Welcome back to the 2022 European Veteran Judo Championships here in Heraklion on the island of Crete in Greece. And we are here in the third day of the competition. Yesterday we had the M3 and M4 categories, which are the age groups of 40 to 44 and 45 to 49 years old group. And yesterday we had some good competitions, notably with a very fast final between the Belgian Steven Piersman and Fabien Denisel of France. And it took less than 30 seconds to finish the match with a lightning fast Tomonagi from the Belgian. And other notable finals are the ones between Martin Meerhofter of Austria and Andrea Ricota of Ukraine. And Meerhofter of Austria, and he claimed his European title in the M3 under 90 kilograms category, improving upon his existing silver medal from the 2019 edition. Whereas the Belgian Piersman from M4 under 73 kilograms category also achieved the same improvement, getting a European title in his age and weight division. So here we have a total of 31 countries represented, with France having the biggest team of 33 players, followed by Azerbaijan, 21 players. And Georgia came with 20 players, which is on par with Germany. And Greece, the host nation, brought 18 players. And yesterday we also had a special opening ceremony with some traditional song and dance from the local area. And we were presented with a special award ceremony for a very special judoka, Mr. Nico Klauvatos of Greece. He lives in Athens and he is 93 years old. And he was presented with a special award from the current EJU president, Mr. Otto Neitinger. It's worth mentioning that Mr. Klauvatos, even at 93 years old, still practices judo. And he said that he started judo in 1965 when judo was first introduced in Greece. And he has never stopped since, practicing regularly, at least 5-6 times a week. And he's definitely an example to all of us to follow. And notably, the Japan ambassador to Greece, Mr. Nakayama Yasunori, was also present to give a special speech for the opening ceremony. And today, we're looking at 3 mats with M1 and M2 and all the women's categories. And notably, we have some recognizable names, such as the current M2 world champion under 73 kilograms from Portugal, Nuno Carvalho, and the current European champion in the same category, Mamad Mamadov from Azerbaijan. And we'll be expecting to watch a replay of the final from the World Championships in Portugal here in the European Championships. And also another notable athlete is the Israeli Alon Sarson, who is going to be fighting M2 under 100 kilograms category. He has achieved some notable medals in the big IGF senior international circuit, and he came out of retirement to try his hand for the first time at the master or veteran level. So we'll be looking forward to some very exciting actions. So I'll be back to give you a rundown of the categories that we'll be seeing on the mats today. So first, let's go to our sponsor.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no else, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. As I went down. different names to justify the ownership. Rules are still the same, chances we don't get, but still we showing love to everyone that shows respect. At the river is where they used to trade. Our ancestors, how can we not relate? The story goes so deep, not looking for revenge, looking for solutions in the day that we'll smile again.
Okay, well, we're waiting for a few minutes for the official start of the competition. I'm going to give you a breakdown of the categories across 3 mats here. So on mat 1, we will have the M2 under 73 kilograms category, which is for age 35 to 39 years old, followed by M1 under 73 kilograms category. That's for age 30 to 34 years old. And we are going to have F3, women's 40 to 44 years old group under 78 kilograms category, and F1, women's 30 to 34 years old group under 57 kilos, and same age group under 63 kilograms group. On mat 2, we will have M1 under 90 kilograms, that's 30 to 34 years old, M2 under 81 kilograms, 35 to 39-year-olds. F1 under 70 kilograms, that's women's 30 to 34 years old group, followed by F5 under 70 kilograms category for women 50 to 54 years old. F6 under 57 kilograms, again women's 50 to 54 years old. And on mat 3, we shall have M2 under 66 kilograms, men 35 to 39-year-old group. And then in the same age group, under 100 kilograms, over 100 kilograms, and M1 under 100 kilograms, which is 30 to 34 years old group. F5 under 57 kilograms for women, 50 to 54 years old. M1 under 81 kilograms, 30 to 34-year-old, and finally F3 under 52 kilograms, women's 40 to 44 years old. So we'll be following on mat 1. Mat 1 will have the first match between Nuno Carvalho of Portugal in white and Joseph Bridge of France in blue. Carvalho is the reigning world champion in the M2 under 73 kilograms category, where he won on hometown of Lisbon back last year in October 2022. So that's so Bridge from France. He also came from a very notable judo lineage. And so especially in the M1, M2 category, we're seeing an increasing number of former top athletes at the senior level who are returning to the competition at the master veteran level here. So this year at these European Championships, we have only 236 total players from 31 countries, which is significantly less than the European Championships before the pandemic. And given the tail end of this ongoing pandemics, plus the rising cost involved in the logistics, it's understandable that many athletes who have to pay out of their own pocket decided not to come. But nevertheless, those who are here definitely have a very good level. We have seen in the last 2 days, there are a lot of former top 8 in the previous European and World Championships who are present here. So maybe the quantity is a little bit less, but the quality has not decreased by any means. And the matches are just as difficult when you have some of these high caliber competitors pitted against each other. For example, here we have the current world champion from Portugal fighting in the first round. And this is, I believe, a round robin contest, which means that every player will fight every other players, which is actually really good for those who came here for, a guaranteed number of fights. Because, for example, in this group of 5, you can have minimum guaranteed of 4 matches. And the person who wins with the most points will win the category. And here you see Bridge just picked up a second penalty for passivity, and going head to head, holding his own against the current world champion. And also Togari just stepped out of that. Another 20 seconds left. Bridge is trying to be as active as he can because he's already down with 2 penalties. Cannot make a mistake or appear passive in this point of the match. Oh, very good response on the last second. Caballo came across with that over the back grip, and since they have a right against left stance, Bridge just drops down for the Morote Seonagi in response. Well, it's already a hard fight for the first match of these categories. Yesterday we had a very long bronze medal fight, I believe, actually it was on this mat. It was between an Italian and maybe a Georgian or Azeri, and it went on for a total of 7 minutes golden score. So that's 7 minutes plus 3 minute regular time, a total of 10 minutes. And it was decided by a penalty of 2 against 3. So I think that was so far the longest fight, in this tournament. Can it be topped today? Well, we'll just have to see. But definitely it was a very long, drawn-out fight. Fortunately, it was for the bronze medal. So I'm sure these players are relieved when it was over. And if you would like to follow the other matches, you can switch to any of the other streaming videos on our YouTube channel on mat 3, which has had Daniel Lombardo, who won his first fight. And notably, Daniel Lombardo is the older brother of Manuel Lombardo, who is currently one of the top fighters in, he was one of the top fighters under 66 and climbing the ranking in under 73. Okay, so here we're back to mat 1 and a quick medical break as well as a breather for both fighters. Well, for all the categories, golden score is unlimited except for, oh, that was, I believe, Sasai Tsukumiyashi. For Carvalho. Nice action, catching his opponent on the move.
Mat 1, the winner in white judo Carvalho from Portugal. Mat 1, next contest. In blue, Mamadov Mamad.
So you can see the replay, both have this posture. Oh yes, definitely very classic side Tsukumiyashi, especially against a defensive posture. Both have the Ayutsu grip and just landing his opponent first on the side and pushing onto the back. Very nice entry and a good finish for the match. Coming up next, we have Jack van Paul Christensen of the Faroe Islands in white, and Mamadov of Azerbaijan in blue. So Mamadov is the current vice champion of this category, and he took a silver medal after losing to Nuno Carvalho, who just fought and won the previous round. And he's also the current European champion. He won the European Championships, I think, in 2019. A very strong and instinctive fighter he is. You know, I had the pleasure of fighting him myself last year at the World Championships. And it was very good reactions and attacks. Tayotoshi very quick, straight away, Vazari, and straight into Osakomi, Yuko Shihogatami. And Vazari, Abasete Ippon. So that puts Mamadov through. Well, anyway, they all have to face each other in this round-robin group. But I can tell you we're going to be seeing a replay of the final of the World Championships from last year here between Mamadov and Carvalho.
Representing Azerbaijan in white, Shubinitsa Levan representing Georgia. Mat 2, the winner in white, Davatsa Zaza, Georgia. Mat 2, next contest. In blue, Harkin Enda representing Heraklion. In white,
here we have this M1 under 73 kilograms category. So we're changing category here, and this is between Levan Chubinitsi of Georgia in white and Nadir Babayev of Azerbaijan in blue. And you can see there's a remarkable height difference here, so definitely we're going to be seeing very different styles of judo. And straight away, Seotoshi from Babayev. Sorry, that's from Chubinitsi of Georgia. Georgia is the shorter one here in white. Already 2 penalties against Babayev between passivity and false attacks. And Chubinitsi just picked up his first false attack penalty. And actually, one penalty was removed for Babayev, so they're now 1 penalty each. Well, the action didn't earn the score. I think the referees are reviewing the video of the previous action to see if that was that merits a score or not. No. So Avazari is given to Babayev in blue. Chubinitsi accidentally or unintentionally touched the leg and gets a third penalty, and the ippon goes to his opponent Babayev.
Mat 1, the winner in blue, Babayev Nadir, Azerbaijan.
So that was the action.
Next
Kadaguruma, and gets countered by Babayev. So you can see that continuous action from the Azeri, escaping from that Kadaguruma, and then continues with Sutemi Waza. So coming up next, we have the match between Chinchilla Serrano of Spain in white and Sandor Columban of Romania in blue. This is the same M1 under 73 kilograms category, and this is also a round robin contest. So we have 4 players, and they're going to fight three matches each.
Representing Azerbaijan, in white, Sigris Dominic representing Switzerland.
So first passivity penalty goes to the Romanian in blue. To Spain in white.
Match free, the winner in blue judo, Sason Alon, Israel. Match free, change of category. Sochashvili Georgi representing Georgia. In white, Hedarov Ilham representing Azerbaijan.
And Sumigaishi scoring Wazari to
Matu in blue.
Kolumban, straight into Yuko Shihogatami.
In white,
It's
Dominic representing Switzerland.
a very common transition. Sumigaishi to Yuko Shihogatami. Wazari Awasete Ippon. And the win goes to the Romanian Kolumban.
Mat 1, the winner in blue, Columban Sandor, Romania. Mat 1, change of category, F3. In blue, Gortman Daniela, representing Germany. In white, Battistella Lara, representing Italy.
Okay, so now we're changing to the first of the women's categories. So today we have all the age groups and weight categories for women. And on mat 1, we're going to see the under 78 kilograms F3, which is 40 to 44 years old group. And this is, sorry, this is between Laura Battistella of Italy in white and Daniela Kortmann of Germany in blue. Straight away, Ouchigari, a very strong drive from Battistella, scoring in the first Wazari.
Over 100 kilos, M2. In blue, Sochashvili Georgi, representing Georgia. In white, Heidarov Ilham, representing Azerbaijan.
And Yuko Toshi from Battistella straight into attempted Jujikatami turnover, but it was over the mouth, her opponent's lapel. So the referee stood them back up.
Matu, the winner in white, Sigrid Dominic, Switzerland. Matu, next contest, change of category, M2, 90 kilos. In blue,
So penalty goes to Kortmann for passivity.
Georgia. In white, Duran Garcia Manuel, representing Spain.
And Yuko Toshi. Second Wazari goes to Battistella. She came down, didn't really get the typical entry, but nevertheless took her opponent down, and was called off. So the jury watched the video and decided that was not enough to merit a second Wazari. So the fight continues. And it's important that the person who falls has to fall on the side of the shoulder toward the back, at least 90 degrees or more, or it will not be counted as a Wazari. So that's the new clarification of the rule for scoring a Wazari.
Mat free, 100 kilos, M2. In blue, Sochashvili Georgi from Georgia, Heidarov Ilham, Azerbaijan.
So just a short medical intervention
Mat
here.
2, the winner in blue, Vinyashvili Park, Sparta, Georgia. Mat 2, next contest. In blue, Desomerdez, representing Belgium.
Well, it's
in white, Alvarez Farias Carlos, representing Spain.
worth to note that in the women's category we don't have nearly as many participants as the previous years. So they combine some of the categories to make sure that everyone gets at least a minimum number of fights. But especially after 2 years of pause, and this event was scheduled for 2020, and now finally it takes place here. We have to start somewhere with the competition, so I'm pretty sure with the next edition we'll have a lot more participants.
M1, 100 kilos. In blue, Votikas Grigorios representing Greece. In white, Tamiani Gegi representing Georgia.
So if you like to switch to any of the other mats, I can tell you right now there's the M2 under 90 kilograms category going on. And on mat 3, we have the M1 under 100 kilograms category. And a lot of Georgian and Azerbaijani are here today. So here Batistella is back. And she's finding herself on the bottom and defending Kortman's attempt to do Osakomi. As long as she traps that leg, and she can hold it off long enough, and the referee will stand them back up. It's almost a score, but there was interruption in the action when Kortman took Batistella down. Batistella first fell on her rear, and there was a small stop before she was pushed onto her back. So there was no continuity in the sense of that continuity without a break, and that's why there was no score. If she was like driven onto her back right away without that, falling on her rear to break the action first, then it would be given Vazari. So time is up, and Batistella goes through.
Mat 1, the winner in white, Batistella Lara, Italy.
So coming up is the next category, next fight of this category between Julia Drinhaus of Germany and Jessica Zanoni from the small republic of San Marino in blue. So here we are watching the M2 under 73 kilograms category between Nuno Carvalho of Portugal and Thomas Romain of Belgium. So this is the third of the round robin contest in this group. We already passed nearly 2 minutes and there's still no score. So Thomas Romain was 7th place at the 2019 World Championships.
Match free. Change of category F5. 57 kilos. Berton Andretta representing Italy in blue. In white, Denis Katarina.
Whereas Carvalho is the reigning world champion of this category.
Match 2. Winner in white, Albert Spicolin representing Netherlands. Next fight, match 2. F5, 70 kilos. Kralikova Ivana in blue, Czech Republic. In white, Paoletti Lenia representing Italy.
And Ippon. Well, Carvalho finished with the end of the clock.
Match 1, the winner in white, Carvalho Portugal. Match 1, M2 73 kilo in Christiansen, Jordan Paul, Faroe Island. In white, Bridge Joseph representing France.
So Carvalho once again finished the match with a clean score. Pushing his opponent, and Kosoto Gake for Ippon. So nice finish, and here we have the other round robin fight between Joseph Bridge of France in white and Jovan Christensen of
representing France.
So yes, that's Faroe Island, and Bridge just scored Ippon from the Osekomi.
Match 1, the winner in white, Bridge Joseph, France. Match 1, MA category 73 kilos. In blue, Serrano Chinzulazos representing Spain. In white, Chubinidze Levan representing Georgia.
And we're changing category to the M1 under 73 kilograms group of 30 to 34 years old. And we have this match between Levan Chubinidze of Georgia in white, and in blue we have Zeus Serrano Chinchilla of
representing
Spain
Georgia. Invite
in
Bertida
blue.
Martin representing Austria.
And Mazzari straight away to the Georgian Chipinizzi. And Osakomi, even though it started from inside the mat, it continues outside the mat, it's still counted as a valid action. So Chipinizzi is holding down Chinchilla for the second Mazzari, Abasete Ippon.
Mat free, next category, M1, 81 kilos, in blue, Lemgruber David from Switzerland, in white, Lurin, Moldova. Mat 1, the winner, in white, Chubinidze Livan, Georgia. Mat 1, in blue, Colombian Sandor, representing Romania. In white, Babaev Nadir, representing Azerbaijan.
So now we have this next fight of Nadir Babayev of Azerbaijan in white and Sandor Kolumban of Romania in blue. And this is still in the M1 under 73 kilograms category. Another good hip attempt from Kolumban. We saw him doing this twice already. And now he's trying to work on Juji Jimmy from the bottom position. And it looks like a transition to the strangle. Does he have it? And Babayev stands up. Nice hip switch from the Azeri, forward and backward.
Matu, the winner, in white, Delaye Gunnar, Belgium. Matu, change of category, M2, 81 kilos, in blue, Ismailov Samir representing Azerbaijan, in white, Condomines Clement representing France.
No score one more time with the ukigoshi from Kulumban. He really likes that technique when they're in the kenkayutsu or opposite gripping situation. And Babayev picks up a second penalty for passivity. And now they're going into golden score with this 2-0 in terms of penalties. So Babayev has more pressure on him. So every time Babayev comes across with that overhand grip, Kulumban just comes across with the hip and goes for ukigoshi. There's a very deep entry. But mate is called, so that's not going to count. Babayev looks at the jury and say, why is that not a score? Well, that happened after the mate was already called.
Mat free, the winner in white, Leo Judy, Moldova. Mat free, change of category, F free, 52.
Penalty for Kulumban
Costa Carolina, representing Portugal,
for grabbing the leg, and
Brunel,
Babayev is pushing
representing
forward
France.
again with that overhand grip. So once again, they're in this position where Kulumban comes in very deeply with his left leg. You know, that gives him possibility to either go forward with ukigoshi or tsurigoshi, or go backward with the ouchigari. But when they're stuck in that position for a little bit, you know, it's also risky because, as we've seen earlier, Babayev could just drive Kulumban back. So seems to be Kulumban's solution every time Babayev comes over with that over the back grip. Turns straight away for the hip throw, which is a smart thing to do because he doesn't want to be controlled
Matu, the winner in blue,
with that
Ismailov
big,
Samir, Azerbaijan.
deep grip over the back, which
Matu,
Babayev
in
seems to be
blue,
comfortable.
Sigrid Dominic, representing Switzerland.
And
representing
Kouchigari from Kulumban, and Babayev tries to counter with a Kosotogari.
Mat free, the winner in blue, Costa Carolina, Portugal. Mat free, change of category, M2, 66 kilos, in blue, Lombardo Daniel. representing Italy. In white, Silakos Michalis representing Greece.
That's a change of technique, dropping down for Sumigaishi. And Babayev does a Sumigaishi of his own, trying to catch Colomban on the move. And now Colomban is going to seek a quick medical intervention to wipe some blood off his face from a small cut. And this match is already 2 minutes into golden score, and I'm sure this quick break is appreciated by both players. And if you'd like to see, I can tell you on mat 2 we have the M2 under 81 kilograms match going on right now, and on mat 3 there is the M2 under 66 kilograms category, and you have Manuel Lombardo's brother Daniel Lombardo fighting against his Greek opponent Michalis Salakos. So now these two are back in action.
Mat free, the winner in blue, Lombardo Daniel, Italy. Mat free, in blue, Babayev Fugar representing Azerbaijan. In white, Papakristides Ioannis representing Greece.
Babayev's holding onto his elbow, is to say that Colomban did an illegal entry extending the elbow, but it really wasn't. I mean, he was coming for a hip technique, and if his opponent's arm gets stuck, that's an unintended consequence. That's not deserving of Hansokomaki for disqualification. You know, it's not like he wanted to apply pressure on that elbow. And another Kosoto Ngaki attempt from Babayev. So this is a very standard left against right gripping stance, and especially when you have one person like Babayev continuously reaching for the deep on the back grip. You know, there are not a lot of techniques you can do from that point. Somebody's gonna go, and this time is Colomban. You see, Babayev has been trying this Kosotogari for throughout the match, getting that deep over the back grip, and Colomban's solution was to either throw forward with Ukigoshi or backward Ouchigari, but with the leg getting stuck there, and finally Babayev catches his opponent.
Julia representing Germany. In white, Batistella Lara representing Italy.
So looking at the next match coming up, we have Lara Battistella of Italy in white and Julia Drinhaus of Germany in blue. This is the women's F3 under 78 kilograms category. So that's for women 40 to 44 years old. And straight away, Avazari into Osekomi for Battistella. And Drinhaus manages to get out.
Match 3, the winner in blue, Babaev Ugar, Azerbaijan. Match 3, M2, 100 kilos, in blue, Alabara Fintigam representing Azerbaijan, in white, Zakaria Khatib representing France. Match 2, the winner in white, Vinyashvili Pata, Georgia. Match 2, in blue, Desomer Des representing Belgium, in white, Blanchard Nora Alexis representing France.
And just halfway into this match, Battistella is leading with Avazari. So Battistella has one penalty against Drinhaus's 2 penalties. And as long as she can hold on to her lead of Azari until the time runs out. Which I think is what's going to happen. So we just have a few seconds left. And the match goes to Lara Battistella of Italy in white.
Battistella, Lara, Italy. Mat 1, in blue, Zanoni Jessica representing San Marino. In white, Portman Daniela representing Germany.
Coming up, we have the next match of the same category between Daniela Kortman of Germany and Jessica Zanoni. So Kortman of Germany is in white, while Zanoni from San Marino is in blue. So Wazari is given for the reversal. As long as the player doesn't have a hand or elbow on the floor, even if they have the knees on the floor, then you can still do a technique as long as you're on your feet, and that will be counted as a Vazari. So second Vazari to Zanoni, Avasete Ippon, unless the jury needs to evaluate a little bit more to see if that really is indeed a second Vazari. And it is, so Zanoni of San Marino wins the round with Ippon.
Mat 1, the winner in blue, Zanoni Jessica San Marino. Mat 3, M2 100 kilos in blue, Sasson Aron representing Israel. In white, Morado Franil representing Azerbaijan.
So coming up, we have next fight of the F1 63 kilograms category between Ornella Pereira of France in white and Fran de Sommer of Belgium in blue. So this is the F1, which is 30 to 34-year-old group. And Big Ogoshi scoring Wazari to the Belgian De Sommer. Straight into Yokoshi Hogatami for the pin, and De Sommer wins this match.
Mat 1, the winner in blue, De Sommer from Belgium. Mat 1, F1 57 kilos in blue, Swatan Ludmila, Czech Republic, in white, red, Alina, Germany.
So coming up next, we have Alina Renk of Germany in white and Ludmila Svaten of the Czech Republic in blue. And this is the F1 under 57 kilograms category. So we're changing again the category.
Matu F1 70 kilos. De Sommer in blue, in white, Albert Nicolin, Netherlands.
You can see the German player likes to have that high grip. And both are left-handed. And also a little bit extreme stance. It's very uncomfortable whenever you see the same side grip. Parallel, but so far apart. with the hips. And when they're not frontal, it's just difficult to make movement and make the proper entry. So you really have to change the angle to set up. So this is a best 2 out of 3 contest between Alina Renk and Ludmila Svaten. And whoever wins 2 out of 3 matches first will take the first place.
Matu, the winner, invite Albert Nicolai, Netherlands. Matu, F5, 70 kilos. In blue, sits Anya, Germany. In white, Paoletti Lenia, Italy.
Swaten manages to free her trapped leg and transitions into a Yuko Shihogatami side 4 corner hold. A little bit of variation, and Renk almost twists out. You could say that she's nearly getting out from that, but her shoulders are not entirely free. So with the shoulders still on the ground, even the lower body is very flexible. The pin is still counted as effective. So the first match of the 3 goes to Svaten in blue.
Mat 1, M2 category, 73 kilos in blue.
And we're switching category again now to the M2 under 73 kilograms for men. So that's 35 to 39 years old. And this is between Mamat Mamadov of Azerbaijan in white and Thomas Romain of Belgium in blue. So Mamadov is the reigning European champion of this category from 2019. Actually, he was M1, I believe. Well, Romain took 7th place in the 2019 European Championships for veterans. And straight away, Tomonagi from Romain. Mamadov is definitely looking to fight for his title again here. So actually, Mamadov, I have to correct myself, was the 2017 European champion in M1 under 73. And along with him is Thomas Romain. So Thomas Romain in 2017 took the bronze medal. And in 2019, Mamadov fought up M1, 81 kilograms, and took a bronze medal, whereas Romain was, I think, 7th place in under 73. So now Mamadov dropped down back to 73 kilograms and to continue this usual category which he fights. And Ippon given to Mamadov for Uchimata Gaeshi.
F6 category, 57
Romain came in to prepare for Uchimata, but Mamadov was well prepared to do the counter.
Mat 1, the winner, invite Mamadov Mamad, Azerbaijan. Mat 1 in blue, Christian John Paul, Faroe Island, invite Carvalho Nuno, Portugal.
So here we have the next match between Nuno Carvalho of Portugal in white and Joran Christensen of the Faroe Islands in blue. Carvalho, the reigning world champion for this category. That's a nice judo, very active, always waiting for the right time. And also Togari, a nice feint with the leg, stepping across, following up with the hop on from the supporting leg. Came forward also Togari and just continued with that hop and kept on driving backward. I was just looking up the Faroe Islands, and it's a self-governing archipelago, part of the Kingdom of Denmark. So it's a long way from Greece, from one island to another, from the Faroe Islands to Crete. Carvalho scoring another technique for Ippon this time. Again, coming across, Kouchigari fake and Kosotogari. Just very nice judo with the Ashiwaza. Now we're switching back to M1 under 73 kilograms category on the same mat here. And the upcoming fight is between Livan Chubinitsi of Georgia in white and Sandor Kolomban of Romania in blue. And I think Kolomban may have forfeited his match, so Chubinitsi wins by default. And the next match coming up right away, we have Nadir Babayev of Azerbaijan in white and Zeus Serrano Chinquila of Spain in blue. And that's the last match of this category. And again, this is a round robin format, so whoever wins by most scores cumulatively will win the top ranking of this category. So don't look at the contest label here. Wow, straight away Ouchigari for Wazari from Chubinitsi, and holding down the Romanian Kolomban in Tateshi Ogatami. Lazari Awasete Ippon, and that's a really fast finish. Actually, sorry, I was misled by the label. We're actually looking at the match of Nadir Babayev, who just won the match, and Zuserano Chinkila.
The winner in white, Babayev Nadir, Azerbaijan.
So, judging from what I'm
Mat 1,
seeing,
F1
it looks like
category,
Nadia
63
Babayev
kilos in blue,
took
in
first
class
place,
four, Natasha
and
representing Great Britain.
Livan
In white,
Chubinitsi
Pereira
takes
representing
second,
France.
and probably Sandor Columban will take third. And now we're going to the next category of women's F1 under 63 kilograms category between Ornella Pereira of France and Natasha Glassford of Great Britain in blue. So this is the women's 30 to 34 years old group, and it's a round robin format, and this is the second match.
Mat 2, the winner in blue, Trovo Sandra, Italy. Mat 2, change of category.
I think
M1,
we're waiting
90
for the
kilos in blue, Tortella
jury to
Balbajon
review the
Antonio
video.
representing Spain. In white, Pektika Martin representing Austria.
So no score and no penalty. As we just started the match, so can't really be discussing much except for probably technical issues here. And Kouchi Makikomi from Pereira. And Glassford falls just on her rear, not enough to be pushed onto her back. A reversal straight into Tate Shugatami, straight top four corner hold. And Glassford manages to escape, or at least break away from the pin.
Mat 2, the winner in blue, Tortella Balbajon Antonio, Spain. Mat 2, in blue, Davatse Zaza representing Germany. In white, Delaye Gunnar representing Belgium. Mat 3, the winner in blue, Safgulaev Tural, Azerbaijan. Mat 3, change of category F5, 57 kilos. In blue,
So third penalty goes to Pereira. Glassford takes the win.
In white, Denise Catarina representing Portugal. Mat 1 in blue, the winner in blue, class 4 Natasha, Great Britain. Next fight, F band, 57 kilos in blue. Zlatan Ludmila representing Czech Republic. In white, Heraklion representing Germany.
So coming up, we have the other category for women, which is the F1 under 57 kilograms. And this is the best 2 out of 3 contests between Alina Rink of Germany and Ludmila Zlatan of Czech Republic. So earlier, Rink already won the first of the 3 matches, and if she wins this one, then she will win everything.
Mat 2, the winner in blue, Davatsa Zaza, Georgia.
Zlatan is on top and trying to just turn over her opponent.
In blue, the Sommerfeld representing Belgium. In white, Bad Daniel representing Great Britain. Mat 2, the winner in blue, the Sommerfeld, Belgium.
So it looks like Zlatan is dominating this match so far. Just a lot of transition on the ground, taking down her opponent. Even though there's no score, she seems to be a little bit more just dominant at this stage. But there's still time for her opponent to fight back and reverse the trend.
Mat 3, M1 category, 81 kilos. In blue, Yakubashvili Sandro representing Georgia. In white, Leo Yuri representing Moldova.
Well, the second round between these two is taking longer, and there's more at stake, especially for Renk, who lost the last round. If she can win this one, then they get to fight again. Otherwise, it will be all over.
Mat 2, the winner in blue, Sinsanya, Germany. Mat 2, M2, 81 kilograms, in blue, Sigrid Dominic, Switzerland, in white, Packet and Ireland.
Swatin never misses the opportunity on the ground. We've seen her throughout the match, just keeps working on every time she goes down with her opponent. She works on the transition, and she misses the Jujigatami, and now she's working for the Osekomi. But Swatin is not, Renk is not to be underestimated, because she has really flexibility, really good flexibility. And every time she's able to just kind of somehow twist out of it.
Mat 3, the winner in blue, Yakubashvili Sandro, Georgia. Mat 3, F3, 52 kilos, in blue, Costa Carolina.
Swatin kind of just almost walked onto that, and Renk nearly got the score with that Osoto Makikomi. So that was Vazari given to Renk. Now they will fight again, and whoever wins the third round will win this category. We're changing again back to the M2 under 73 kilograms category for men. That's 35 to 39 years old group. And this is a match between Joseph Bridge from France in white against Mamad Mamadov in blue from Azerbaijan. Straight away, Coach, you got it for Ippon. Wow, that was quick. Oh wow, the world silver medalist gets taken down in merely seconds. What a surprise! And he's asking for replay, but I think it's definitely pretty clear in this. Unfortunately, I guess. That was very unexpected. I certainly, you know, knowing how strong Mamadov is, I certainly didn't expect it to happen like this, but it happened. So sorry for Mamadov, who was taken by surprise.
Mat 1 in blue, Romain Thomas.
I think even, you know, when they have the eventual replay here, you can see the action in the opening 3 seconds, 5 seconds, Kochigari, and that was a very vertical landing on the back. So it's very hard to dispute that. So a win for Joseph Bridge, the previous round. And here we have the next round between Jörg van Christensen of Faroe Island in white and Thomas Romain of Belgium in blue. So, and Vazari straight away in the opening seconds. And change to Ippon. So again, another very quick finish.
Mat 1, the winner in blue, Romain Thomas, Belgium. Mat 1, F1, category 63 kilos, in blue, Glassford Natasha, representing Great Britain. In white,
You can see here in the replay, the Tayotoshi, just very classic Tayotoshi. Body drop. And now we're going to switch category again to the women's under 63 kilograms category for F1 age group, that is 30 to 34 years old. This is between Fran de Sommer of Belgium, who just scored a Vazari with a very low hip technique. Looks like he started with a Ogoshi and continue, or Tsurugoshi continues when she dropped on her knee outside of the mat area. And her opponent is Natasha Glassford of Great Britain, who is in blue. So it looks like De Sommer really likes that Ukigoshi, Ogoshi. So it depends on how deeply she enters with the hip across their opponent's body. If it's halfway, it's Ukigoshi. If it's all the way covering her opponent's hips, then it's Ogoshi.
Mat free, change of category, M2, 66 kilos. In blue, Babaev Fugar representing Azerbaijan. In white, Silakos Michalis representing Greece.
There is a difference in the height of these two players. Glassford being the taller one and just takes back De Sommer for Vazari with a Tani Otoshi. And now she's trying to secure the arm. And that's a nice counter from Glassford against De Sommer's hip throw. Ukigoshi, floating hip. So, one Mazari each. This summer is working hard to do that Sankaku Jimmy turnover. And finds her leg trapped. Now they're going to have to decide this in golden score. And golden score is unlimited until someone becomes disqualified from penalties or gets the first score.
Matu, the winner and bronze medalist in 81 kilos M2 category, in white Haketenda representing Ireland. In blue, M2 category 81 kilos, Condomines Clement representing France. In white, Yusufli Anar representing
So in
Azerbaijan.
this match, we just keep seeing this entry from this summer with the ukikoshi, the floating hip throw, and she's very persistent with that.
Match free. The winner in blue, Babay Fogar, Azerbaijan. Match free. Next fight. In blue, Lombardo Daniel representing Italy. In white, Papakristis Ioannis representing Greece.
A minute over this golden score period with no penalty and a wazari each. I think that's likely this is going to be decided with a second wazari or an ippon score, given that how these two tend to find themselves in this opposite gripping stance, where one does the hip throw and the other one does the defense or counter. And this is the last match of this pool, which is a round robin contest among the 3 players from France, Belgium, and Great Britain. Well, no scores given, because it looks like this summer did not fall enough on the side toward her back to warrant a wazari. But the referee jury will review the video to see the exact landing, because sometimes when the action happens too quickly, even for us looking at the camera, it's hard to say. So it was enough on the side to give a wazari to the summer, and the summer wins with ippon.
Category 78 kilos. In blue, Zanoni Jessica representing San Marino. In white, Battistella Lara representing Italy.
So we have coming up another category of women's F3 under 78 kilograms category between Lara Battistella of Italy and Jessica Zanoni of San Marino. So technically both are from the Italian territory, even though San Marino is part of the Italian territory, but it is a small independent country by itself, surrounded by other parts of Italy.
Sandra representing Italy in white.
And they have their own
Sicilian representing France.
Olympic representation. In fact, I think I just met someone from San Marino at a tournament last week in Italy. I think he was their only representative to the Tokyo Olympic Games in men's under 90 kilograms category. So nice to see these small states coming to participate in these big events. It's encouraging to see the growth of judo participation from the small states. So here, notably, we have not just San Marino, also the Faroe Islands, which is a territory of the Kingdom of Denmark. So for me, at least, I learned a lot about geography and culture through competing and traveling with judo, and that's a really nice additional benefit besides practicing judo itself.
In blue, Alexis representing France. In white, Duran Garcia Manuel representing Spain.
And this is the second last match for this category, which is in round robin format. And Wazari goes to Zanoni. It looks like she caught Battistella when she was in a defensive posture, and throwing her backward with an ashiwaza. And the Seo Toshi attempt from Zanoni.
Mato, the winner and bronze medalist in M2 90 kilos, in blue, Plantor Nora Alexis, France.
So time is up in this contest, and Zanoni takes the win.
The winner in blue, Zanoni Jessica San Marino. Mat 2, M2, 90 kilos in blue.
So coming up, we have the next and the final match of this category of under 78 kilograms F3 for women between Daniela Quartermann of Germany and Julia Drinhaus of also Germany. So Quartermann is in white, Drinhaus is in blue. And we are still in this category with the last match here between Daniela Kortmann of Germany and Juliet Drinhaus of Germany. So in this category in particular, we have the situation where two players have the same points. So for example, Laura Battistella has a Lazari win and Ippon win, whereas Jessica Zanoni also has the same scores. So in this case, when you have a tie of the same scores, at least in this tournament, whoever scored in the shorter time overall will be the winner between the two in case of a tie. But in some other tournaments, maybe they have another playoff to see who can score against each other. So and with this tournament, definitely you're looking at a tie, and it's going to be decided by the shorter time to score.
Mat free, the winner in blue, Sason Alam, Israel. Mat free, next fight, In blue, Al Akbar of Intigam representing Azerbaijan. In white, Muradov Ramil representing Azerbaijan.
So Wazari goes to Courtman in overtime. So we can now look at the scores here.
Mat 1, the winner in white, Portman Daniela, Germany. Mat 1, change of category, M2.
Coming up, we have an exciting match ahead between the world champion and world vice champion from 2021. This is Nuno Carvalho of Portugal in white and Mamad Mamadov of Azerbaijan in blue. And this is a rematch of the final of the 2021 World Championships in Lisbon, Portugal in October. And the last fight, I remember, ended with Carvalho winning the match with a, I believe, Tayotoshi to Haraigoshi. But Mamadov is looking to have his revenge and take his win in this one at the European Championships. Interestingly, no one has a lapel grip here. And both have the sleeve, lower sleeve and upper sleeve. I'm trying to keep distance from each other. Carvalho is good with the ashiwaza, as we've seen earlier, like Osotogari, Sasai Tsukumiyashi, Kouchigari, Kosotogari, and Mamadov has Tayotoshi, Uchimata, and Uranagi. Both are very technical. And Tayotoshi, a quick entry from Mamadov.
Mat 3. Next fight. In blue, Sergulayev Tural representing Azerbaijan. In white, Votikas Grigorios representing Greece. Mat 2. We will watch a friendship contest, F7 category 73 kilos. In blue, Machulik Astrid representing Germany. In white, Pinot and Cecile representing France.
And again with that ashiwaza, always threatening. And this time Mamadov just turns around. Toshi from Mamadov breaks away from the grip, immediately drops under. If I remember correctly, last match they fought each other in Lisbon, it went to golden score. So the Kenkayutsu stance, these two have left against right grip with Cavallo trying to with Ouchigari, and Mamadov is just so strong in his defense. Even though it's a really deep Ouchigari with strong forward driving action, Mamadov was able to defend it very well. So now they find themselves again in golden score. So these two are so similarly matched that big Sasai Tsukumiyashi. Oh, Cavallo did really well to land on his belly, but that was a very strong momentum from Mamadov. Certainly didn't really expect it. Accidentally elbow on the nose in the gripping exchange. Mamadov is very explosive as a explosive Uchimata. Tayotoshi. So both are quite dangerous. You can see Cavallo moves more and tries to create more opportunity with movement, whereas Mamadov is a little bit more stable, but when he enters, it's very explosive. And Cavallo picks up the first penalty for passivity.
Match 3, the winner in blue judo is Heraklion, Azerbaijan.
So Cavallo is working on that katakatami turnover from under.
Match 3, change of category, F5, 57 kilos in blue.
But Mamadov is actually quite good at Niwaza himself. So these two are really well matched for the contest. Wazari, that's definitely Wazari. I believe a Koshiguruma, it was. We'll be able to see it from the replay. So Mamadov has his revenge in this match. In this match here.
Match 2, the winner in blue, Machulik, Austria, Germany.
That was first Sasai Tsukumiyashi, actually. Second. Again, we saw him doing this earlier. It's just a very strong twisting motion with the Sasai Tsukumiyashi, and himself going really low, completely blocking the opponent's shin, and really finishing with a strong twist. And coming up, we have the last fight of this round-robin group contest, and this is between Joseph Bridge of France in white and Thomas Romain of Belgium in blue. Romain was third place in the 2017 European Championships at this weight category as M1, that's 30 to 34 years old. And I believe Bridge may have participated, but I haven't found any record from the previous years. Anyway, he has some nice judo, including a Kouchigari, which we saw earlier in his match against Mamadov. Bridge is trying to pry open that arm for the Jujigatami, but he has his both legs trapped. One's trapped by his opponent's legs, the other one's by the hand.
Match free, next fight, M1, 81 category in blue, Jakobus Alexander representing Georgia. In white, Lembrugger David representing Switzerland.
And a little bit of a weak Seo Toshi, and that opens him up for the Shimiwaza. So Bridge had that Okurere Jimmy, except it was over the chin, and the referee had to stand him back up to reset. And when people drop for Seo Toshi or Ippon Seonagi on their knees, it's always a little bit of risk if there's not just the right time, right angle with the right momentum, because especially when you're in a Kinkayusu stance, when you drop for Ippon Seonagi on the lapel side, it's easy to get caught in a strangle. Especially if you have the underarm grip. If you have the overarm grip, it's less likely, since you have the position. Even if you drop, you control the opponent's strangling arm with your arm above his arm. So now these two are going to decide the match in golden score. And Romain picks up his first penalty. And these two are even now. Nice change of direction from Romain. First to Tayotoshi, then switch right into Tomonagi. A little bit of medical intervention for Joseph Bridge to tape up the hand or fingers and give them a much needed rest. We haven't seen as many golden score contests on this mat as we did for the last 2 days. The first day we had many, and yesterday we also had some matches, and some of the golden score contests were very long. In particular, I remember for the bronze medal contest of one of the under 73 kilograms categories, we had a 7-minute golden score match, and that was really exhausting for both players. So here, only 35 seconds in the overtime, and they're taking a quick medical intervention break. Both are very quick to act and react. You can see Bridge drop down for Toshi, and as soon as he came back up, Romain tried to counter it with Uchimata. And because these have the Kenkayutsu grips, opposite grips, and you make certain techniques more likely and certain other techniques less likely. So second penalty goes to Romain, and this is dragging out. It kind of reminded us of the bronze medal fight from yesterday, where they were the only two remaining on the mat for the first session. Series of attacks. Uchimata, Haragoshi, Sumigaishi. String of attacks from Romain. Well, definitely that's going to make him look very active. So I remember yesterday it was a very similar situation. It's like we're having a deja vu here, looking at the same corner and a long golden score match. And it was actually similar too, because one guy was down with 2 penalties and the other one was having only 1 penalty, and eventually became 2 penalties each, and then finally one player was penalized with a 3rd penalty to end the match. And so Bridge just took his 2nd penalty. And now the pressure is even on both fighters. Oh, that was so close. Wow. It just, what a remarkable reaction Romain came across with a Koshiguruma, and just didn't get enough, I guess, enough drive. And Bridge really did well not to even touch his shoulder. You can see there was a clear gap between his shoulder and the mat. What a defense. I mean, that kind of defense you can't even train for. It's just very instinctive. And again, near the edge, out Uchimata from Romain. So we're getting closer to setting the to meeting the record of yesterday, with 4 minutes and 14 seconds into the overtime. Okay, Kouchigari feint to Tomonagi, classic combination. Well, certainly they cannot call that a false attack because it was a good combination. It may not have been effective, but it's not a false attack. And technique for technique. Romain came in for Uchimata and then was immediately answered by Bridge with the Seo Otoshi. And these two have been added all throughout the match like this. Technique for technique. Wow, Tomonagi, it's a good entry and change of angle. Didn't really get the lift that he needed as Bridge stepped back immediately to put his weight back in defense. Oh, that was really quick. And these two are really quick in their reaction. I mean, Romain just kind of like spun himself onto the front before landing any part of his side or back. And with nearly 6 minutes into golden score, these two are definitely approaching the record of yesterday on the same mat. Such good defense. You can see that Romain came in with Haragoshi near the edge, and Bridge kind of just pushes him out and steps away. And the referee tells them to adjust their judogi, so you can continue. And with the new rules, you cannot just undo your own judogi and retie your belt. So everything has to be done quickly, and only when the referee tells you to tidy your gi, then you can, remove your belt if necessary to put the gi back in place. If you just do it by yourself in the middle of the match during a pause, that could earn you a penalty. That's to encourage players not to waste time and use the break to fix their gi to catch your breath. Now, Romain has a good Yuko Tomonagi, with a 90 angle twist after the entry, but Bridge also has a really good defense, and he picks up, exactly 6 minutes 59 seconds, and these two match the record of yesterday. Bridge picks up the third penalty and Romain goes through, and yesterday was exactly at 6 minutes 59 seconds. the longest golden score contest and also qualifies as the longest match. And today, the match between Thomas Romain and Joseph Bridge matched that record. So they tied for the longest match so far. And here we have just one more match left of the morning session on this mat. And that's the best 2 out of 3 between Alina Renk of Germany and Lyudmila Svatin of Czech Republic in blue. So the first round, Svatin won by Ippon. Second round, Renk won by Wazari. And this is their third round. So whoever wins this round wins the category. And this is the women's under 57 F1 category. And unfortunately, it's very small, just these 2 players. But nevertheless, they got 3 matches. That's what they came here for. First penalty for stepping out of bounds for Svatin. Well, Svatin wanted to take back her opponent and falls on her back herself. So she wanted to do a Uranagi. Very awkward position, and second penalty goes to Svatin for passivity. So once again, these 2 find themselves in golden score. That's not really landing on the side with him landing so close to the camera. So it's easy to see from our angle view. And that's gotta be a score. And Nippon's given for the Osotogari. Looks a little bit more like a Osoto Otoshi.
The winner in blue, Zlatan Ludmila, representing Czech Republic.
Definitely looks a little bit more like a Osoto Toshi, Osoto Makikomi. And the hand, yep, the hand is outside, so Osoto Makikomi. And so with that match concluded, we have finished the morning session, and the final block will start at 1 p.m. So join us back here in just about an hour. And thank you for watching this morning's session, and we'll be back soon.
Attack! What if one fight is bigger? The last one is last fight. Ποιο? Το παίζει. Το είχε τσικάρει ο ψηλός. Λέει απέναντι το παίζει. Τι παίζει? Σου λέω, το κοίταξε. Δεν βλέπεις ρε μαλάκα στην οθόνη σου ότι παίζει. Στην οθόνη σου παίζει, δεν τη βλέπεις. Η οθόνη σου εσύ δεν βλέπεις ότι παίζει. Because they took our. Μαλάκα, εντάξει. Έτσι μετά μου κάνουν bullying τώρα. Θέλω να σε απελευθερώσω να φύγει, να πας να πιεις καφέ, να πας στη θάλασσα και θέλω να σε έχουν εδώ πέρα. Ένας αγώνας. Αυτός ο αγώνας μπορεί να κρατήσει πολλές ώρες. Σαν να το πάμε ένα, θα πάτε δεκάλεπτο της αγώνας. Δεν ξέρεις καμιά φορά. Θα μπει η κυρία, θα μπει για διαιτητής. Έχασε και ο Μιλονέλης. Χάσανε ένα λεπτό. Δεν της αρέσουν. Και τα ονόματά σας. Και των δύο. Τι? Είπε θα τα χαμίσουν όλα αυτοί. Να τους μείνει αξέχασμα. Θα κάτσε κυριούλη. Πήγαινε γιατί εδώ είναι οι επικίνδυνοι καρχαρίες.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the final block of the third day of the 2022 European Judo Championships.
In the blue judogi, Eren Emre for Turkey.
And here we only have just two final matches contested on two mats. So we'll be following mat 1 and mat 2, and you can also see the other final for the M2 90 kilograms category on mat 3. Here we'll stay on mat 2 for the M2 under 81 kilograms category, and this is between Samir Ismailov of Azerbaijan in white and Emre Eren of Turkey in blue. And on the other mat you have Pata Giviniashvili of Georgia in white and Dez de Sommer of Belgium in blue. So here we have the in white Ismailov and in blue Eren. Eren from Turkey, he's 37 years old and he used to be third place as a senior back in 2006, which is like 16 years ago. So a lot of the players here today at the master competition were former top level players in their country. And Ismailov from Azerbaijan is also close in age, 36 years old, and he actually had several medals from the World Cup back in 2007, 2008 in Baku, as well as a second place in the European Under 23 Championships back in 2007. So as everyone get older, they still find the willingness and the motivation to continue competing, albeit with less pressure. And that's the feeling I get from talking to a lot of these formerly high-level players. So this is the under 81 kilograms category for M2, and that's for the age of 35 to 39 years old. And we just had the first big score on mat 3 from Giviniashvili with the Sodisur Komigoshi against the Georgian D. Sommer. So Azerbaijan definitely has one of the biggest teams here. I think they came in with. And on the other map, what you hear is the Ippon scored by Giviniashvili, getting the first gold medal of this final block. So we'll be staying on this mat to finish up this contest.
Silver medal goes to Desomerdes from Belgium.
So Aaron in blue is down with 2 penalties and is looking very passive, being dominated by Ismailov with that high collar grip. And just the posture looks so defensive. So third penalty goes to Aaron of Turkey, and the gold medal goes to Ismailov of Azerbaijan, and the silver medal goes to Aaron of Turkey. And the applause is for our central referee, who just finished her very last match in her career as EJU referee. And so here we concluded the third day of the 2022 European Veteran Judo Championships here in Crete, Greece. And we'll be back tomorrow with more actions from the team competition. We'll have the men and women's team as well as a mixed gender team. So thank you for following us, and we'll be back tomorrow.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call to quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out.
River, where the water's red. They gave us different names to justify the ownership. Rules are still the same, chances we don't get, but still we showing love to everyone that shows respect. At the river is where they used to train our ancestors. How can we not relate? The story goes so deep, not looking for revenge, looking for solutions in the day that we'll smile again.